Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4. I just thought I'd do a quick video to cover the React router. I'm going to sort out the navigation on the left, and also I'm going to also make these clickable so you can actually go through to the playlist. If you look on Spotify and you click here, it goes to this page with all the songs listed, and I don't know if I'll build it all out, but I'll just get the links working. So to begin with, I'll actually provide the link in the description so you can install this, but I'm just going to open up my item. I'm going to cancel it, and then I want to do npm install react router dom and do -, save. And while that's doing it, I just want to go into my index.js file, the root file, and I want to wrap the app component in router or router, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to do import browser router as router from react router dom, and let's just, I think it should have installed by now. Yeah, let's just run npm start. And I also want to fix two issues we have. When I was looping through these in the playlists, I was looping through with a map. We should actually do key equals playlist the ID, or we could just do, because every time you use a map you need to put a key on the element. Let's do the same for category. Save that. Let me just check the document. Okay, we've also got another error. Somewhere we've got class. That's not. We can sort that out as we need to. But yeah. So I want to start off by going into the navigation itself, and I want to import link from react router dom. Then I want to wrap the inside. I'll tell you what, we could probably wrap the outside of the allies with a link, and then we want to do two, and because this is the link for the home directory, we just want to do /, and we want to repeat this for search. And then let's do it for your library. And then we want to go into our main.js file, and we want to import switch and router or root from react router dom. And now we basically want to declare what we want to render when somebody goes to that path, the path of the link. So let's just do switch, and in here we can do route equals and let's just do a test to see if this works. Cool. And you can actually do component equals and then call our categories component. And then for the search we can do route to search, and then I'm just going to put some, we can also add the component of the text within the route. And let's do the same for, what was it, your library. And we're gonna come into an issue here. If we go to /search, it's still gonna show the categories, so the root directory, and that's because it's detecting the /, and then it's thinking it's got a match, and then it's just loading that directly. So what we want to do is we want to say exact. So it'll explicitly have to be a / to go to /, and then okay, I think I've yeah, I knew I did that. I did 2 instead of path, so let's change that to path. And of course we want to change this to your library, so we can actually navigate now. The next step would be to do the links on these elements, so we can actually load like this component up. And to do that, I just want to go into my playlist, similar to what we did earlier. I'm just going to close this down. We'll do import link, and from React router DOM, and let's link. Let's set this link up around the whole card. And this is going to be a bit different. We want to do curly braces, then backticks, and then we do /playlist, / and then do plus, and let's do playlist.id. So we're going to get the ID from each of the playlists and put it in there. Close our link off, wrap it around, save. So now we've got something we can use while we're in the playlist component to refer back to the actual object, and we know exactly what playlist we've come from. I think we can also pass through the props, but I think we only need the ID at this point, so I'm not going to do that yet. So if I save this now, if I highlight, you can see down the bottom that it's actually going to the ID. We haven't got a component set up, so what we want to do is, I'm just going to make a new folder in components called pages, and I'm going to call it playlist.js, and do import React from React. I'm going to do const playlist arrow function, I just want to put a span around here just because I don't like the way that it formats it. And then export default playlist, save that, just get rid of that, and let's go back into our main and let's do another route. Also, I'm doing the switch and the route inside the main content div because we want everything to load within this window. And I'll do root path equals /playlist / and do colon ID, and then component equals playlist. Actually, let's change that playlist to playlist page, just so we don't get confused. To be honest, I could have named these better. I might go around and clean them up at another stage. And then obviously we need to import that from, so we're in the main, so let's go dot process pages playlist. And now if we click this, we can go through to the individual playlist. Also we can sort the styling out in the navigation. Let's go back into our CSS, find the nav, and we've actually got the inherit color there, so I don't know why. It's because of visited. So yeah, we want to do color inherited, text decoration none, and then put display flex on the A. and then a line item center to center everything up, and then do just do color, text decoration none. Okay, that didn't sort it. Okay, so what we want to do is, I've got this A in the anchor link inside the li, and it's outside. So I'll just move that up there. And then I also want to put display flex on the li. Cool. So yeah, you can actually click in now, and just to show you that it's dynamic, what we want to do is go into the playlist, playlist page, and let's do import, and we need to do import, I think it's use params from React. Let's just double check this. My memory's not very great today. And this is going to allow us, if this is the right function, to get the ID or whatever parameter we've passed at the end of the URL. And I want to do a destruct the function. I'm going to do use params, and let's just do okay. So as you can see, we've got 104 coming through, and if we clicked another playlist such as 101, we're going to get 101 coming through. This is going to allow us to refer back to the object that has the data for this specific for example, if there was a song list and the song list had a playlist ID or a collection of playlist IDs, we'd be able to filter out that object and return the correct songs. I'm not going to go into that yet, but we could technically start building out the layout. And let's just do, okay, so there's a column on the left. I think that's about 279 pixels. So let's just do we could call it I don't know, info. And then this is going to have a then we'll have like a H1, which is going to be the title. Then it has some sort of span called Spotify. Then it'll have a button which says play, so we'll just put a button for now. Then we got some icons, so I'm going to do a div. And then actually just change these to paragraphs. And I'm just going to get this date then for now. Then I think this is some sort of pop-up. Got icons, dots, and then we've got this scrollable like list. That's going to be on the right hand side, so let's just do another div here. Playlist page, songs, and then I'm just going to put a UL in. Do song 1. Okay, so yeah, we've got that. Let's actually just get like a random image again. We'll make this dynamic in another video, but just so we can get some additional stuff done. The way I like to work is I like to do the CSS just like completely on its own, and not have to like confuse that both with getting data, retrieving data. Some people don't seem to like doing it that way, and they like doing it in chunks, but yeah, when I start doing CSS, I just rather stick to that for a little bit, as opposed to going back and forth. Back into the app.css file. Let's just do another div. I also use a tool called size up, which allows me to like move the screen from left to right and like centralize it, which is really handy, and it like increases my workflow like significantly if you want to check it out. Do a div called playlist page. Just want to sort this image out. Headers in the way there. Cool. Let's just do this as width 200 pixels. Display flex on the parent. I think it's actually, what do we say it was? Let's take it to about there. Let's say 300 pixels. Cool. So I do text line center. And now let's just do this as, let's see something. I think this could be 280 pixels. Cool. Wasn't that big, so let's bring it down a bit, 250 maybe. And let's also put some padding on this info box, padding of 1 rem, 1.5 rem. Also, I would usually make sure that all the padding is consistent throughout the whole UI. I haven't really done it in this case, but if you guys are building something for yourself, I'd recommend doing that because it does make a difference. And it's easier because you don't have to like forget, you just remember a few pixels or rems, and then you're good to go. So let's see what this background gradient is. Okay, so it's this div. Okay, main view. Let's go in here. Let's open this up. Okay, so what I like to do is if I just like go on the div and then just delete, I can work out which div that has the background in. So it's not inactive. It's not inactive either. It's not even in that. It might actually just be on the whole body. Okay, let's just actually do it ourselves. It's going to be easier. Do my old trick again. Let's just get that gradient. I just thought that was going to save us a bit of time, but it's ended up costing some time. If any of you know a quick way of finding out what the background is, please let me know. Okay, maybe it's not done with the background colour. Maybe there's an overlay. Okay, there we are. I knew we'd get there in the end. Ah, no. Okay, because this has got a background. Okay, we're going to have to do a different approach for this. We're going to have to put the background on the outer component or change the padding on main content. So let's take the padding off main content. Let's take this. Okay, we also needed if we did put a background color on this. Okay, yeah, that would happen. Okay, what I want to do is now I want to go to the let's go to categories, back to the home page, because this is going to be messed up now as well. Let's refresh out to move that. And we can actually put a wrap inside, so let's just change this div name to class. Main inner. And what we can do then is do another div, main inner, put padding on that instead. So that's sorted that out. Let's go back to focus playlist. And what we can do is inside playlist page, because this has got the gradient, I don't think any other page has it. I just want to do page inner, but I want to do it inside the playlist page div. And also the playlist page in there could also have this background image on. So let's target that div, but inside the playlist page div, let's just do main in there. Let's set that background there. Actually, let's take this, move it down, and then hopefully we can actually just take this background color and put it on the playlist page, and that's not working because I did main in that, but I actually it's rendering page in there. So go back to playlist, change this to main in there, and also we need to do width percent. Actually, this should be 100% on the other one as well. Width 100%. Cool. So that's looking a bit better. That was a bit longer than I expected. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just doing these videos as I go along, so there's no like plan or anything. This flex has broken now as well. So we want to do display flex. Actually, if we had taken that off, we wouldn't have needed to do display 100%. But it works anyway. We can sort the rest out in the next video because the video's getting quite long now, and my computer sounds like it's going to blow up again. So hope you enjoyed that, guys. And if you want to see the next parts, please make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks a lot.